Shabbat Shalom. We have so much to be proud of as we celebrate this Shabbat together with our congregational school students and their families. I want to share words of appreciation, you can't say thank you enough, for the hard work and dedication of our educators, led by Melissa Silverman-Kohavi and her team. We've seen them, almost all of them here today, playing different roles. Matt Altman, Aaron Hirsch, Mackenzie Hahn, Roz Betzer, Eliza Inoa, Rebecca Scowron, and all of the talented educators and our pastas, our teaching assistants, many of whom contributed to today's Tefillah experience. I also want to acknowledge, she's upstairs, the commitment, passion, dedication, and talent of Cantor Ariel Reisner. Her music makes so much of what we are learning come to life, and we want to thank her as well. My most significant appreciation, though, is to the parents of our congregational school students. You are our key partners. In addition to parenting your children, keeping them safe, providing for them, pleading with them to take a break from their screens, feeding them, the list goes on and on, you are also teaching them. Formally and informally, intentionally and unintentionally, all of these roles are important. And I believe the role of parent-teacher might be the most underappreciated, underestimated, and crucial of them all. We know from child development experts and academic research that as children grow and develop, the people they are learning from also grows and expands. This makes sense to us and is part of our lived experience. We see firsthand how babysitters and nannies, early childhood educators influence and teach our youngest children, and how this continues to preschool and school. As they grow and get to later elementary and middle school age, our children do a pretty good job of trying to ignore us, their parents. They may have even convinced some of us that they are ignoring us. But, and this is very important, the research and experts all say the same thing. They aren't. They are paying more attention than any of us realize. What can we do to optimize our role as parent, teacher in that combination? I'll share 3 suggestions today. First, we can ensure that our homes are living laboratories for Jewish ritual and celebration. Don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good. Create opportunities for your children to practice what they are learning in school, at home during Shabbat, during the holidays, when you are trying to make sense of all that is going on in this world and want to apply tradition and ancient wisdom. You could sit as a family and read a few verses of the weekly Torah portion together. You don't have to be a Torah scholar. In fact, all you have to do is ask your children, what do you think is happening? Second, ask them about what they are learning at congregational school or in day school. Each time they share something with you, you are helping them learn more deeply. It sends the message that what they are learning and experiencing is important. Finally, they are watching us, their parents as their teachers. Take a class, read a Jewish book, listen to a Jewish podcast. Model for your children that Jewish learning is a lifelong pursuit. This past Yom Kippur, Rabbi Zuckerman introduced us to Shlomtzion HaMalka, Queen Shlomtzion, who was revolutionary as a leader because of her emphasis on the study and teaching of Torah. Rabbi Zuckerman shared, to the parents and grandparents who are here, I challenge you. Your children are your living legacy. If you want them to grow up with Jewish pride, if you want them to feel the richness of our tradition in their bones, then you must show them what it means to be engaged in Jewish learning. And that means more than just sending them to Jewish preschool, Jewish day school, Hebrew school, or Jewish summer camps. It means making Jewish learning a part of your own life. Imagine what it would mean for your children to see you sitting with a Jewish text in hand, asking questions, wrestling with ideas, living the Jewish values you hope to instill in them. They need to see that learning is not just for their youth, but for all of us, all of the time. I know that all of us want our children to grow up to be healthy and strong and to navigate this increasingly complicated world with values, ethics, and as part of a supportive community. We want them to continue on their journeys through the world with guidance and wisdom. This week's Torah portion, as we heard, begins with Jacob departing on his journey. Vayetze Yaakov, Jacob went forth. It ends with Jacob continuing on his journey. Yaakov halach, Jacob went on his way. In between included a great deal of both learning and teaching for Jacob. As a rabbi, an educator, and a parent, I think a great deal about our patriarchs and matriarchs and their roles as parent teachers. I'm deeply moved when I reflect on what they teach us about faith and relationship to God. And at the same time, I believe that future generations of parents are much more aware of their potential to be teachers and how much our own actions impact our children. It's my hope that we take advantage of every moment to do our best to remember that we are parents and teachers, that we are lifelong learners, supporting our children on their journeys of discovery and exploration to be their best selves. Shabbat Shalom.